What's up, MMA fans? Today we are catching up with one of the biggest stars of UFC 301 in Rio next week. Welcome, Caio Borralho.
What's up, Marcelo? What's up, guys? What's up, Brazil? What's up, America? Nice to be talking with you as always.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure, my friend. And Caio, you are coming from an impressive sequence of 5 wins in UFC. Most of your opponents were strikers or great wrestlers. That's the first time you're gonna face a ground master. How is your
Yeah.
preparations to face Paul Craig?
Yeah, the preparation was very good. We are preparing for his traps that he has on his ground game. I think he has a lot of traps, and we need to be very cautious with that. But I'm pretending to this fight. I tend to be on the feet all the time. I want to knock him out, so I will just kind of defend his takedowns, his double legs. They're very good, by the way. But I'm gonna defend the takedowns, keep pressuring him. Now I think it's a great opportunity to people to see my striking game and how I put some pressure on my opponents. People kind of saw a little bit on my last fight with Abus that I could use a little bit more of my striking, my jabs, and my knees and everything. And I think now this is a great opportunity for me to show the world that I'm not just a grappler, that I'm a phenomenal striker too, and I'm gonna KO Paul Craig. That's the mantra.
Nice, Caio. You live in São Paulo, one of the meccas of jiu-jitsu in the world. Did you visit some academies in São Paulo to sharp your jiu-jitsu, your ground game? Once he's one of the best ground specialists of the division.
Yeah, actually, no. I didn't visit any gym here in São Paulo. I used to go to Demian Maia, and I used to train with him for like 7 straight years. So all my ground game, I own to Demian Maia. He tapped me a lot, so I could learn and be a little bit good in jiu-jitsu. And but I did the entire camp. The first part of the camp I did in Vegas, and the second part of the camp I did the entire camp here in the Fighting Nerds, and we did a phenomenal job here. We have some great grapplers. We hired some grapplers, some tall grapplers too that has good guard game, and I think I'm ready. I think we did a phenomenal work here in the team. We just need to be very cautious with his ground game, with his traps, with his triangle. But I know what's the pattern that he always do to set up the triangle, and I'm gonna annulate that.
I got really impressed last time we talked. You're going to fight Michael Elanchuk, and you did exactly what you predicted in the fight here in Sherdog. Uh, you submitted him in the second round, exactly how you said. What are your predictions for that fight against Paul Craig in UFC Rio 301?
People can call me Mystic Borralho, right? No, just kidding. But my prediction is a big knockout. I'm training a lot my striking game, putting some pressure on Paul Craig. He doesn't like to get pressure. He's gonna try to take me down no matter what. After he feels a little bit of my pressure. And my prediction is that first round I'm gonna go there, put some pressure. If he gonna stay like all the time try to grapple me, maybe this fight go to the second round, but I think on the second round I can knock him out. But if he want to trade with me a little bit, that I doubt it very much, but if he want to trade some punches with me, I have a lot of traps on him, and I have heavy hands. I already showed that I can knock people out because the way I entered the UFC, I knocked a guy out from the light heavyweight division, and Paul Craig is coming from the light heavyweight division, and he's gonna feel my speed, my power, my pressure, and I'm gonna knock him out.
What about if you guys have to trade in the ground? You think you can submit him? Demian Maia taught you something special to beat this guy out.
For sure, for sure. I think I can submit him for sure. That's not something that I'm like not counting on. Like if he wants to get some takedown, I'm gonna defend the takedown and maybe get a dust choke or maybe a guillotine. There's some techniques that I prefer a lot. I do a lot. I train a lot. The dust chokes and the guillotines. And I think if we fought in a grappling competition, I totally have jiu-jitsu and ability to submit him for sure. I, as I said, I just need to be cautious with his traps on the ground when he is with his back on the floor.
Nice, Caio. You are number 14 in the division, and he is number 13. In case of an impressive win, is there anyone you would like to call out after the fight?
Yeah, I want to call out Jack Hermansson. He's number 10 in the division. I think is perfect to the path that I'm doing in the UFC. So now getting a number 13, get a win over here. Then after that, enter the top 10 and facing a guy that is very tough, Jack Hermansson, great ground game, very experienced. So I think after my knockout on Paul Craig, I'm gonna call Jack Hermansson out.
To finish, Caio, you trained with some top guys that are already scheduled to face tough opponents too. So I want to ask you about that. You trained with Chimaev, and he will face Robert Whittaker. You trained with Sean Strickland, and he will face another guy you trained with, Paulo Costa Borrachinha. How do
Yeah.
you see these two fights going?
I've been training with everybody, right, Marcelo? I'm a friend in the MMA world. So, first of all, Sean Strickland and Paulo Costa, I think it's a great fight, very dangerous fight. I think Paulo Costa has amazing kicks, fast kicks, and I think this is something that Strickland need to pay attention. But this fight is 5 rounds. What was announced as a 5 round fight, and I think Strickland has way better cardio. I think Borrachinha dropped a lot of weight and maybe don't get that much the cardio for a 5 round fight. And Strickland is a guy that pressure all the time, and Borrachinha is a guy that pressure all the time. So we're gonna see how they both respond with pressure. I think this fight is more on Strickland, just because he's coming from very good fights. He lost only for the champion. Before that, he lost only to Alex Pereira. He was on an 18 fight winning streak. So I think he's a high level MMA athlete, and I think this fight being 5 rounds, I think is more on Strickland's side, and I Strickland can win this fight for sure.
What about
And
Whittaker?
Whitaker and Chimaev, right? I think Whitaker is not on his best shape of his life. I think after he got out of the title, he kind of uh, I don't feel the same energy on him, you know what I mean? Like I don't feel the same energy when he's fighting. I don't feel the same energy when he's doing his interviews and everything. So I think it's a very, very hard fight for him against Chimaev. I think stylistically, the two styles does not match. I think Shimaev has a way better grappling, and I think he's gonna use it since the beginning of the fight and maybe submit Robert Whittaker.
Great, Kai. To finish, what do you expect from the crowd, the UFC Rio? It's the 40th edition in Brazil,
Yeah,
in Rio, and you finally will make your debut in Rio de Janeiro,
yeah.
fighting the same card of a big idol of Brazil, Jose Aldo. How is that for you?
Oh, I'm feeling blessed. I'm very happy to be in this position. I'm fighting right before Jose Aldo, right? Jose Aldo is the king of Rio. He's one of the biggest idol in the Brazilian MMA. He's been doing history since the WEC times. So I'm very excited to fight by his side, to fight with my two teammates too. We have three guys fighting from in the UFC here from the Fighting Nerds. We have Jean Silva, we have Mauricio Ruffi. So I'm very blessed to be in the position, and I expect fireworks. I expect a lot of "Ooh, vai morrer" from the crowd. I expect from the crowd screaming my name, just the same way they did in São Paulo, and I expect the energy to be on the all time high. I think all the guys that are coming to fight against the Brazilians, they're gonna feel, as always, the energy of the crowd, the energy of everybody. We're very confident from in our victory as a team and as a nation too. And I think people can expect an amazing show in UFC 301, and I'm having goosebumps already from this, you know. So I expect a lot of energy and one of the best days in my life for sure.
Amazing, Kyle. See you next week here, close to my house, the arena. See you here. Good luck.
Thank you so much, Marcelo. See you, brother.